of heated conditions, but this is another level, Dave, as you're fanning yourself off as we're standing here.
But you also have to know that they likely know that it's probably 45 and done. Yes, for these fellas.
Absolutely, it is. I would imagine that there's every chance that we see 2 new sets of 11 in the second half, certainly with this heat humidity. We know the modern football team will have the nutritionists, will have the fitness coaches out there monitoring everything. And I think you'd almost be foolish to expect a player to go a full 90 here. Possibly 1 or 2 of them may go 60.
Juventus actually trained at Washburn Stadium not far from the Cotton Bowl, on the campus of SMU, so certainly got used to a little bit of this heat within the last few days here in Dallas. Right now, still no score. We're past the 30-minute mark in the hydration break currently. There will be 1 each half. You add that on in the stoppage time at the end of each half. Both teams getting a talking to from their managers. You got to take advantage of the coaching time. Any coaching time you get in the preseason. You can see Allegri and Xavi both going at it with their clubs.
This is where they earn the money, isn't it? This is almost an extension of a half-time, or it's a little break just before half-time, obviously, just to get those points across. And I think Allegri right now will be the happier of the 2 managers, that's for sure. But we just saw that cross from Di Maria with that outside of the left, but just curling it in behind the back line. If he's curling that into Lewandowski, it's 1-0. Lewandowski's whipping that into the corner of the goal, and that is 1-0.
And we do have a substitution for Barcelona. In fact, Serginho Dest coming in for Sergio Roberto. American international Serginho Dest, of course, went through the Ajax youth system before transferring over to Barcelona. That was a very pleasant surprise in the world of football for American football. Certainly not a surprise that Dest is absolutely talented enough. But whenever Barcelona comes calling, that is big news.
It really is, and he is talented, and he is one of not that many players in the modern game who is naturally 2-footed as well. We saw it in the last game against Real Madrid. He doesn't mind going to the byline, crossing with his right foot, or cutting inside and shooting with his left. Now, does he play a whole hour now? It's 58 minutes, 59 minutes left to the game.
Barca has more than 22 players available tonight, so it'd be a fact that he gets 60 minutes potentially. We'll keep an eye on that in the second half and see when he gets subbed out. If he does indeed, may get less than those 60 minutes, may only play 45. Forward now for Barcelona. It's Lewandowski all the way back in midfield here. A couple of former Dortmund front runners here, Aubameyang and Lewandowski. Here to Christensen and Keane got up and were fine. That's good news. After tangling legs there at the 6 on the Juventus foray forward just minutes ago here. We've had the hydration break. We're back at it. A little bit more pep in the step of Barcelona here after the hydration break. It's Dest. First time really on the football. Out wide Dembele. Dembele cutting it back. In the 18. Dembele! Shot! Goal! What a moment of brilliance individually from Ousmane Dembele. It's 1-0.
Assist to the hydration break, Dave. I think that after the hydration break, they were very much on the front foot, Barcelona. Serginho Dest, does he get an assist there? But what an individual moment of magic here from Dembele. Here he is, Dest. He'll claim that assist, lays it into Dembele. Now it's all about that young man. Twinkle-toed, fleet of foot, and from that angle he shouldn't be able to score. Chesney's not going to be happy with that. Cuts it back onto his right foot. It's a really tight angle. Yes, he smashes it underneath the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper has to stand up big and strong there, not get beaten at that near post.
Ousmane Dembele, 32 goals and 150 appearances for Barcelona. Normally a setup man. We mentioned the 13 assists last season, and he does it himself here tonight. And Barcelona have the 1-0 lead here in the first half.
And we saw him do it in the opening 5 or 10 minutes, and he went the other way. He took it inside onto his left foot and struck. So that's always keeping the defender second guessing. If you can go inside or go outside. I said Dest can do it, certainly Dembele can do it. Initially went inside onto his left, cuts it back here onto his right. Yes, a good finish, but you have to question the goalkeeper here, Chesney.
Sensational play by Dembele. Maybe caught Chesney a little bit there. Barcelona back on it. Giveaway there, Lewandowski. Laying it down, Aubameyang can't get there. Good turns to carry out. Space for Juventus. Cuadrado. 1v1 with Dest. Cuadrado. Barcelona back to help out defensively.
Well, where Dembele or Dest can go inside or outside, Cuadrado can only go inside onto his right foot. Doesn't keep the defender second guessing at all. You know exactly what he's going to do. He only stands on that left foot of his.
34-year-old Colombian renewed his contract with Juve all the way back in April, all the way through this season. Good work there defensively by Dest to Dembele. The crowd loves it as Dembele working through the Juventus defense again here to midfield to Kessie. Aubameyang. Patience here from Barcelona. Lewandowski trying to turn his defender out wide, and he does. Lewandowski. Provider. Just out of the reach of Nico there, and a foul is called. And Serginho Dest a little too anxious there.
But this is how desperate Lewandowski is to get in the game, though, isn't it? This is the goal, though, from Dembele. No way in the world that he should be able to score from there. Yes, he strikes it well, but he strikes it through the goalkeeper. Chesney gets down really late there. He has to be saving that. A top draw goalkeeper saves that. If it's Manuel Neuer, if it's Ter Stegen, if it's Ederson, Alisson, they save that.
Busquets. Great switch. Aubameyang, 1v1. Danilo. Good ball movement. Alba. Cut off there by Locatelli again. Juventus just clearing lines there for a little break defensively. 38th minute. They trail 1-0 on the goal from Ousmane Dembele.
For large portions of this game, poor old Moise Kean is ploughing that lone furrow up there. He really is. He's being marked by Garcia, which means then Christensen can drop off, or Garcia can get in front of Kean and Christensen goes behind him. It's really, really hard for Moise Kean.
Throw in Juventus. Mentioned Bremer from Torino, one of the best defensive teams in Serie A last season. Just a little short for Di Maria there. Juventus still in control of the ball.
Di Maria, haven't mentioned his name in the last 10 or 15 minutes. When anything has been going well for Juventus, it goes through Di Maria. And Di Maria has been finding those pockets of space in the middle of the field. Now he's out there hugging the touchline, getting chalk on his boots. I want to see him more in the centre of the park.
Manucci starts it with a good ball. Look at Kelly out wide. Cuadrado. Cross. Keane. Tied.
Told you he can kick it with his left foot.
Moise Keane kicks it right through the back of the net. 39th minute. We are all level.
It's a terrific cross, this from Cuadrado. But Serginho Dest isn't close enough. He gets tucked far too far in here, Serginho Dest. Leaves himself far too much to do to get across. This is really half-hearted, just dangling a leg out. That's poor defending from Dest, but what a great cross from Cuadrado. Into that corridor of uncertainty. Ter Stegen can't come for it. Poor defending from Garcia as well. Moise Kean inside of the right foot. Thank you very much, 1-1.
And Matty, dare I say, Moise Kean, very Robbie Keane-like there in the middle. Just get the ball in the back of the net. And Keane made the good run through the center towards the 6. Slots it home. Good ball from Cuadrado. And we are level at 1.
Well, I'll let you tell Robbie Keane that you're comparing him to Moise Kean. I would imagine the goal-scoring record's slightly different, but you're right.
Well, I didn't say Robbie Keane was Moise Kean-like. I said Moise Kean
just the name
was Robbie Keane-like. That does make a difference.
It does, you're right.
1-1, Barcelona back on the football here. And you can use any excuse you like about the Heat. Great teams make great plays. Both of these teams have done that thus far. Dembele, he did it just moments ago. Dembele! Dembele! He does it again! It's 2-1! Go to sleep now, Juventus defense! Ousmane Dembele is here at the Cotton Bowl!
I don't care whether it's a testimonial, a pre-season friendly or a Champions League final. When you draw level, you then stay tough, you stay resolute, and you take it to half-time at 1-1. This is dreadful defending. Cuadrado half-hearted there. Nobody forces Dembele to get his head down whatsoever. No one gets close enough. Look at this defending from Cuadrado. Just dangles the leg. Dembele says, thanks very much. I'll cut the ball back onto my left foot and I'll find that far corner. Magnificent from the young man. He can go both ways. Cuadrado with his hands up. He doesn't want to tackle him. He's in the penalty area. Absolutely dreadful for Dembele. That's a talent right there.
Nothing Chesney could do on that one, to be fair. It's 2-1 Barcelona in the 42nd minute. It's 2-1 Ousmane Dembele. Juve. Di Maria gets pushed down. The referee with a late whistle there. Wanted to let play on. Too much in it there from Barcelona's defense. And it'll be a free kick for Juventus. Far side, right near midfield. They have to now settle down again and try to get back into this one before the break.
Well, you wait minutes and minutes and minutes, don't you, for that London bus to come, and then all three come at once. Absolutely magnificent. 34th minute, 39th, and the 40th minute.
The bus is full of goals, and here comes Cuadrado again on this left side. Cuadrado! Zakaria from 24 smashes high and wide.
I agree, smashes high and wide. There's never any belief here in Zakaria that he was going to get that knee over the ball, that he was going to strike through it with the laces. It's always arcing away from goal. Ter Stegen just watched that one sail over the crossbar.
Ter Stegen. Players on either side, he'll use Christensen. Building out of the back, Barcelona. Dest. Loose pass there, nicely cleaned up. Lewandowski all the way back. Not exactly where you want him living, that's for sure, but good work by Lewandowski to make sure he cleans it up defensively for Barca.
Give him some credit. He wants to touch the ball. He's going to go anywhere to touch the ball. He wants to get into the game, but you're right, he wants to be playing in the width of the penalty area.
Is there more in it here before the halftime? Bremer comes all the way across there. Good throw. Kessie. Busquets, Alba, cross past the 6 there. Aubameyang made the run, stays in play. That's good work by Alexandro. Bremer and Bonucci switching spots there in the center of defense right now. Ball got on the field there. A second ball may have been a little distracting there on the far side. Di Maria didn't really notice though, and it'll be a throw in for Juventus. 44th minute. A late flurry of goals here in this first half. Ousmane Dembele with 2, Moise Kean with 1, and that's where we stand, 2-1 Barcelona. Played all the way back now, Chesney. Bonucci, that is a bad giveaway there. He hadn't done that this half, that's for sure. He was breaking lines rather well. This one, not so much. Dembele. Kessie! Oh, what a save there. Chesney should have been 3-1. Dembele, the goal scorer, turns provider to Kessie. And Chesney is equal to the task.
It really was, and I've watched a number of highlight reels of Frank Kessie, and quite often he will just have a little dink over the goalkeeper. Here he goes with power. Credit Chesney. I thought he was culpable for the first goal, but this is a wonderful save from Chesney.
Really is, just over the crossbar, so it'll be a corner kick on the far side. In-swinger, here it comes. They'll play it short instead.